What's up, everyone? Magandang araw po sa bawat isa. Over 100 people have registered sa ating pong webinar. And I'm excited to have you guys in here for another in-office training. If this is your first time to attend, this is actually part of the IBMC program that even after po ng ating training sa IBMC, you still have additional 6 months of in-office training. We'll give you advice on anything that will help you achieve a chillionario lifestyle, particularly, of course, in building your own online businesses. So that could be marketing, that could be selling, strategy. And today, this is actually my first time to share with you guys some of my, I would say, things that I've been doing for a long time. It is not really about business, but really achieving, I would say, the most exciting goal. Because I believe that we, and you and I, started a business not for the sake of having a business. Di ba? You started a business for a reason. So ibig sabihin, business or having a successful business, it's not the end, but it just means to an end. Ibig sabihin, ang business po, it's not really your destination. Having a successful business is not really your destination. It is just a vehicle to reach your destination. So that is very, very important. This is something that I never really got a chance to share to a lot of people because primarily people are more interested in business advice. So in other words, the reason I'm not like selling this kind of program, mas gusto ng tao yung mga business advice rather than this kind of psychology, success sort of advice. And but unfortunately, you know, whether we like it or not, I always say that 80% psychology, 20% mechanics. So ibig sabihin 20% lamang po yung mga how-to, which is yun yung mas gustong-gusto ng tao. But the truth is, success is 80% psychology. At yun po yung ating pag-uusapan today, and let's get started. This will be a short one because the idea is not to overwhelm you with so much information that at the end of the day, you won't take action. Hindi po yun ang aking objective, hindi po yun ang aking goal. My goal, which is the topic of our topic for today, is how to achieve your most exciting goal. Ito po ang ating pag-uusapan today. Now, as you guys can see, pag sinabi natin goal, it is a very parang iba't-iba tayo ng goal. At yun po yung pag-usapan natin, be the best person that you can be. And I really believe that is why I'm so excited with entrepreneurship. Because this is something that when you really try to pursue, not only you will become successful, that you will become a better person in the process. So ito po ang pag-uusapan natin today. Okay, so how to achieve your most exciting goal. So let's talk about this. How to achieve your most exciting goal. Okay, introduction. So in the next hour or so, we'll talk about number 1 is how to clearly define your goal and reach it. Number 2, why most people aren't happy in their lives. You're gonna look around. You know, alam naman natin yan, guys, that most people just trying to survive yung day-to-day bills nila and their parenting responsibilities and yung business responsibilities nila. And then if there's a chance, they gonna go out for a vacation or do something different than today day-to-day lives. The reason is we would like to escape. Most people would like to escape their current situation. That is why they do crazy stuff. Pag sinabi natin crazy stuff, it can be something really fun. In some cases naman, it can be destructive, like drinking alcohol or going to places that questionable. You know what I'm saying? Or number 3, pag-usapan din natin how to overcome procrastination and make a massive progress, because I believe this is one of the biggest challenge, right? Sino po rito that you feel that you are procrastinating most of the time? If you are one of those person, can you type yes sa ating pong chat box? You feel na, I know, Sir John, I should do this, but for whatever reason, I am not following through. Anyone here? There you go. So you guys can relate, right? We always know, like deep inside our heart, we know the potential. We know our potential. We know that we can do more than what we are doing. You know, at the back of your head, there's always like this, I should be doing this, but I'm not. I'm just, you know what, I'm going to do something else, right? Instead of just writing your email, you know what, I'm just going to go check a nice domain. Or instead of going through our training, you know what, I'm just going to watch Gary Vaynerchuk. You know what I'm saying? We always try to avoid. And pag-uusapan natin yon, I really believe that what I'm about to share with you guys, it's not really the like one-time solution, one-thing solution, but I really believe that if you're gonna add this to your day-to-day life, you will have more sense of direction, fulfillment, joy. You will get more results in your life. So there you go. So you know, right? It's not a secret, right? It's not a secret. At yung po pag-uusapan natin, the secret of the most successful people in the world. I really just have a limited time to really search all these people, but you should be able to see, or you'll be as soon as I mention some names, you will know that these people are successful. I'm about to share with you guys. Okay. So the first thing is, ano ba yung sinatawag natin, what is your most exciting goals? If you've noticed in the title, I didn't say achieve your goals, like all your goals. Okay, I'm only talking about your most exciting goal. According to the University of Scranton, a whopping 92% of people who set New Year goals never actually achieved them. 92%. And we know that. Any gym owner, any business owner know this. Na after New Year, like say first year, yung gym, puno po yan. First year, January, February, puno po yan ang gym. Ang new registrations, kaya they have a lot of stuff going on. Pagdating ng March, April, May, boom, back to normal yan. Kaya normally by yung mga mid-year ng mga gym, nagkakaroon sila ng mga promotion because there are not a lot of people going to the gym anymore. Okay, and you know that. You know the struggle. You try to lose weight, go back to your old self, try to lose weight, and then you go back to your old self. They're always like something pulling you back. And the reason is, as you guys can see, I underlined the words most exciting, because this is one of the problem with people when they say goal is it's not exciting for them. Dapat pag nag-set tayo ng goal, it is something na pag iniisip mo pa lang, natutuwa ka na and you cannot wait for you to accomplish it. And this is what I'm talking about here. But this time, I don't know, a lot of you probably are bookworm, or you love reading books, attending seminar, and one thing you've noticed, there's always goal setting, because that's how important it is. But this time, iibahin natin yung goal setting. I know you've learned a lot from other people. I've learned a lot from other people too. But one thing that I noticed that if we are more focused on just one small thing, because remember, focus or actions, these are like energy. Just think about it as a power. Now, if you do not focus it on one thing, then you won't really get the results that you're hoping for. But if we like put things all together and just focus on one thing, di ba parang yung sikat ng araw? Have you had this chance, guys, when you were little, nakakuha kayo ng magnifying glass? Ganun po ako nung maliit. I found a magnifying glass. I don't know from where. And then, I discovered na pagka itinutok mo pala to in the right angle sa araw, it will really burn. It can really produce fire. At ganun po ginawa ko when I was a little. So that's what we're trying to do by the end of the webinar. Yun po ang aking objective. Again, not to overwhelm you with another hype, feel-good kind of training, but really have something to accomplish by the end of the webinar. And then, of course, hopefully you go and follow through with this. Okay? So, number one, why set an exciting goal in the first place? We are surrounded by media, by TV commercials, ads sa Facebook. And wherever we go, these are billion-dollar companies who try to tell you, this is how you should live your life. This is the kind of food that you should be eating. Oh, you want to be pretty? Well, guess what? Pilipina ka, you must have a really light complexion. That is why yung mga glutathione and all the whitening soap is extremely popular and a very profitable business for us. That is why most Filipina, you will see na straight ang buhok, because ang typical na Filipino, we are short, dark, and medyo curly ang hair. But then all this beauty world and industry, they told us, hey, you must be tall, you must be of lighter complexion, you must have straight hair. Kaya po yung mga straightening and rebonding is very popular. So pag-usapan natin why is set an exciting goal. Number one, no one else will set it and get it for you. Unfortunately, my friend, wala po magsiset ng goal for you. You have to do it and you have to get it. When we were a little and growing up, we're always relying from someone on what to do. Hanggang sa naging adult na tayo, we're always looking for that someone telling us or hoping that they're gonna tell us, or that feeling that they know better, they know what is better for us rather. Right? We always have this someone we look up to, whether your uncle, your aunt, your parents, your pastor in the church, that you feel that they know better for you. Well, unfortunately, that is not the case. You know deep inside you, if you're gonna do your meditation, you do your journaling and all, which is something that I do a lot. You have to set it because your desire in your heart that will tell you what to do. Like deep inside you, you know this is what I should be doing. But then again, you are surrounded by people around you telling you this is what success. You're gonna go to Facebook, makikita mo yung mga ibang may sasakyan, may mga Ferrari, yung mga ilang industry sa business, they show a lot of cash, brand new cars, large houses. Ngayon, I heard the news na yung mga ilang cars pala ron ay parang pinarerenta lang sa kanila ng isang large company. You know what I'm saying, guys? Merong controversial story ngayon na nangyayari. Someone just shared it to me. Nagkakaroon na ng mga revelation that all this nice car that they're showing off is actually not theirs. So that's the thing. Number 2, why set an exciting goal? You will live longer and happier. You will live longer and happier. There's a lot of study, my friend. When someone retires, yung typical na retirement from the workforce, I don't know, 65, 66, whatever, okay, they will only live on average 3 to 5 years. After retirement, 3 to 5 years. That's all. Why do you think? Because they have no more reason to live. Kasi pag may trabaho ka, in some way, or meron kang business na pinatatakbo, every morning you have a reason why are you waking up. Pag nag-retire ka, wala na, sasabihin mo, matutulog ako ng mahaba. Really? At some point, mauubos din yung antok mo. Wala ka nang gagawin eh. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna watch mga movies na hindi ko napapanood sa Netflix. Mauubos yung mga movies because you have so much time. And then what not? O mamamasyal ako sa mall. Every day, mamamasyal ka sa mall? Don't you think mapapagod ka? Right? There's always this, at some point, kaya yung retirement, it doesn't excite me at all. And the term retirement is really coming from employment world. Think about this, before the industrial age, yung mga workers, wala namang retirement. They're gonna work until they die. Walang retirement. So having an exciting goal, it gives you juice to live your life every day. It gives you yung from instead na, hi, Lunes na naman, to like, yeah, Monday na. That's a big difference, my friend. Think about it like every day if you're going to your work that you don't like, that you don't enjoy at all, every day you go through that, don't you think na walang effect yon sa health mo? Yes or no? Now, if you're like dragging your feet to work every day, going through the traffic and all the stresses na nangyayari po sa inyo araw-araw, don't you think wala pong epekto yon sa kalusugan ninyo? It affects you in so many ways. The way you behave the traffic. Bakit ba sa tingin nyo nagkakaroon ng road rage? There's stress. Exactly. And could possibly they have no exciting goal at all. Because if you're excited to your day-to-day life. I'm going to go back to work. I'm going to go back to work. I'm going to get back to my computer. I cannot wait to send that email. I cannot wait to do this kind of webinar. I can't wait to produce this new product for my market. It gives this joy. And then lumalabas yun. And it's not hard to see if someone is really stressed in their day-to-day lives than someone who really have joy and excitement. Hindi po mahirap makita yon or ma-notice yon with someone. If someone they're really happy with what they're doing, you can easily see it. But the opposite is the same thing. Okay, having an exciting goal, again, 2 words, exciting goal. We're not just talking about goal, but something that excites you. Because if you set the goal, there's no emotion in it, then brain lang yun eh. We are an emotional creature. We have an emotion. And I'm not saying emotional na iyakin ka. It doesn't have to be that way. But we are an emotional creature. Pag walang excitement, walang juice, walang joy, you won't take action. Now, if you are procrastinating, this is something that you should ask yourself. Do you even have an exciting goal? Do you have anyone here have a written exciting goal? Type yes or no. Meron kang written exciting goal. Type yes or no. Okay lang kung wala. Yun po ang pag-uusapan natin. Okay? I'm gonna give you my advice, the best way to do this, or maybe how to rewrite your goal. Maaari kasing nag-set ka ng goal like, oh, this year I will be healthy. Maybe that's not exciting enough. So let's talk about that. Let's go further. Number 4, it transforms your attitude from pessimism into positive expectation. Very important, guys. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. That is why having a goal, exciting goal, gives you reason to live, gives you juice, it makes you happier because it transforms your attitude from pessimism into a positive expectation. Pessimism. We are surrounded. Manood ka ng news? Diyos ko Lord. Lahat ng mga kasamaan. Akala mo end of the world na. Yung coronavirus, I'm not saying na huwag kayong mag-ingat, but if you watch the news about coronavirus, akala mo end of the world na. Right? Wala nang gustong kumain. Mga restaurant, nararamdaman na nila. I have a few friends na they have a restaurant business in the Philippines. Yun yung challenge nila. If you have an exciting goal, you have a reason to wake up, to move, Sa akin, it's like, you will develop this parang, how would I say this? Parang yung internal economy. I'm not sure if that is the right phrase or words. But you see, if you are a success-driven person, the truth is, you really don't care much about what's happening around you. It's not parang wala ka namang pakialam sa mundo, but you do not let those medyo may gera dito, may coronavirus doon, magkaaway yung bansa, mayroong market crash dito. You just feel secure because deep inside you that no matter what happened around me, I can find a way, right? I can find a way. You have this certainty in you because you have a goal. And yun ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So number one, why people don't reach their exciting goals. Okay? This is funny because I did a lot of research and study on this. Number one, they don't even have any at all. How can they reach something that they have no goal at all? It's like, tumawag ka sa akin, Sir John, nasan ka? Ito, mabuti naman, ikaw. Ayan, Sir John, nandito ko ngayon sa Mega Mall eh. Oh, okay. Gusto ko sanang magpunta sa Saan? Sa ano? Saan? Sa ano? Saan nga? Hindi kita mabibigyan ng direction if you yourself, you don't know where you're going. Ganun lang naman ang success. Think about it, right? Know where you are and know where you are going. It may not be a straight line. Likely it's not a straight line, but you gotta know where you are and you gotta know where you're going. Okay? So most people, they only know where they are. Oh, I know where they are. I'm overweight ng 15 pounds. I have a debt na 5 million pesos. I hate my job. Nag-aaway kami lagi ng mag-asawa ko. I'm trying to attend this, high school reunion namin. But you know what? Nahihiya ako because I don't have any success at all or any secure job or any business at all. We know we are good at remembering and rehearsing what is wrong in our lives. We're good at that because yung ating reptile brain, yung survival brain, yung part of our brain natin dito na this part yan sa science, yung lizard brain natin. Wala siyang logic. It's just like, if it's like there's a threat, there's a fear, kaya mas aware tayo. Kaya nga po sasabi ko sa inyo, right? If you watch the news, read the newspaper, ang mabenta yung mga negative side eh. Kasi yun yung nakakakuha ng atensyon ng tao. Kaya sa ulo ng mga nagbabagang balita, boom, negative. Siguro pag nagkakaroon na ng positive yan, pag nananalo si Manny Pacquiao. But that's pretty much it. Okay? Only 3% have written goals according to Harvard Business Study. So why people are not achieving any success at all in their lives? Well, guess what? Only 3% have written goals. Yung iba may goals sa isip lang nila, which in my opinion is not really a goal. It's more of a wishful thinking. Sana makapunta din ako sa Paris. Uy, sana madala ko rin yung buong family ko or mga anak ko sa Hong Kong. Uy, ang ganda ng brand new car. Sana, meron din ako niyan. Hanggang dun lang eh. It ends in there. And dreaming is better than not dreaming at all. But it's not powerful enough for you to move, to take action, and most importantly, achieve those. Number two, why people don't reach their exciting goals? They have too many goals. Sino dyan yung guilty rito? Yung ang dami mong gustong marating sa buhay. Gusto kong maging best-selling author. Gusto kong maging speaker. Gusto kong maging chilyonaryo. Gusto kong maging kasing galing ni Shoden sa video. Gusto ko meron akong podcast. Gusto ko I have the #1 business YouTube channel. Gusto ko imbitahan ako ni Oprah. Alam niyo yun? That could be one too, right? Sure, having too many goals is probably better than have no goals at all. Between the two of having no goal to too many goals, mas mabigat ako sa too many goals. That is why I constantly remind myself because one of my, si Shoden was here, alam mo yung Kolbe, Shoden, right? You took the Kolbe test, right? The Kolbe. It is like one of the tests that we do to know ano yung mga tendencies natin. And one of my tendencies is I'm a quick starter. Pag may naisip ako, gagawin ko. Gusto ko ng podcast, boom, gagawin ko. Gusto ko na ito, boom, gagawin ko. So yun ang tendency ko. I would like to do a lot of stuff. Until you realize na, oh my God, hindi pala ito ganitong kadali. Sino dyan nakaramdam ng ganong feeling? Amen. You try to do this thing, then, hindi pala ito madali. Hindi pala madaling mag-podcast. Hindi pala madaling mag-launch ng YouTube channel. Hindi pala madaling magsulat ng libro. Hindi pala madaling magsulat ng email, right? You get overwhelmed. And then what you get overwhelmed, you're gonna feel bad about ourselves. And trust me, guys, if you feel bad, you won't do good. You gotta feel good to do good. Ulitin ko po, you have to feel good to do good. Right? Sino na dyan yung nakaramdam ng food coma? Ano yung food coma? Yung nakakita kang pagkain, yung paborito mo, yung sarap na sarap ka, hindi pagkakain mo after 30 minutes, parang nakaganyan ka na lang sa TV. Right? Comatose ka na eh. Food coma yun eh. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi kong, do you really think that you can produce quality sales copy, email, or products, or webinar if you have a food coma? No. Right? That is why, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, you won't do good if you won't feel good. So you have to feel good to do good. Make sense? Okay, so you have to have too many goals. Number 3, they set goals that doesn't inspire them. They set goal that doesn't inspire them. The reason is this, my friend. And this, by the way, guys, what I'm sharing with you guys, this is through my years of studying myself and then learning from different books and mentors and then listening to them and then see if what they're saying is making sense. And that is what I'm about to share with you guys later. Yung libro na nabasa ko when I migrated in Canada. Why people don't reach their goal? They don't have any goals at all. They have too many goals or they set goals that doesn't inspire them. Why? Sir John, sino ba yung nasa tinuong isip? Nag-set ng goal, hindi naman na-inspire sila. Because a lot of things in our desires, this is not really ours. For example, nakakita ka ng classmate mo nung high school, ultra successful. And then nakita mo, nagda-drive siya ng BMW X5 na puti. What will happen is this. What could possibly happen is now you start to desire that kind of car. Or in-advertise sa Facebook video, for example, itong BMW X5. Hindi mo naman talaga siya gusto. But someone, somehow, condition your mind na ito yung gusto mo. So, you just set a goal. Deep inside, hindi naman talaga yun eh. It's just that you were made to believe that success is having this kind of cars. Okay, I'm not those people's guys na saying na huwag kayong mag-drive ng magandang sasakyan o magbumili ng brand new. I really don't care. Get as big as you can, as nice kind of lifestyle, a chillionary lifestyle. Go whatever. Bumili ka ng bahay sa Dasmariñas Village. That's not the point. The point is if you will set something because deep inside you, that's what you really want. That's what you really want. Sa akin kasi when I was starting, one of my simplest goal that I know it is really me. Because it speaks of freedom. Alam naman po ninyo na si Coach John is always a freedom. If you read my email, makikita nyo dyan at the bottom. Ano po yung nasa pinaka-signature ko? So, whenever you receive an email from me, ano po normally nakalagay sa ilalim? Before my name. Ano po nakasulat ron? To your freedom. Because this is something that I really wanted from the very beginning. Now, I think about, okay, ano ba yung freedom na pinag-uusapan natin dito, Sir John? Like, magda-drive ka, kahit na may traffic light, hindi mo susundin. Yung ba yung sinasabi nating freedom? No. Okay? One of my simplest freedom is this. If I'm hungry, or I want to eat, or if I'm craving, I'm gonna go in a restaurant. And I don't care kung magkano babayaran ko. If I feel like would like to eat there, I'm gonna eat in there. And just go get a menu, look on the left side column at not the right side of the column. Ano yung nasa left side of the column? Yung gusto mong kainin, right? Hindi yung pipili ka, titignan mo muna sa right side, alin ba yung pinakamura dito? Ito, tubig, libre lang. Boss, pwede nga tubig. No ice, please. May sipon ako eh. Right? Those are simple freedom. Okay? Those things are, no one told me. And then now, I just feel like my wife and I, with my kids, we love to travel. We love to travel. We travel a lot. Maybe I'm not sharing a lot on Facebook or IG, but we travel a lot. Something I really enjoy because I know that my kids, ngayon maliliit pa sila, but someday we grow old, they're gonna go to college, gonna have their own life. And that's it for me. Doesn't inspire them. They say it goes to impress or please other people. That's another thing. That's another thing. Very important, guys. When you set a goal, make sure that it's really you really want this. And not trying to impress your parents. I remember I have an office mate when I was still an employee. Empleyado po ako, I'm Java programmer, computer programmer. And we have a programming certification to become a Java programmer. And tong office mate ko na to, magte-take siya ng certification. Ako, alam niyo naman ako medyo, yung pag-aaral medyo hindi ko paborito. Pero siya, gusto niya. Sabi ko, ba't ko kuha ng certification? We already work at IBM. We make good money as a consultant. It's not super high, too low. We make good money. Sabi niya, kasi gusto kong maging certified. Para pa nagkita-kita kami nung classmate ko nung college, parang may isusumbat siya. Kasi what happened was, parang yung last year niya sa degree. I think computer engineering, computer programming, computer science. I can't remember. Yung parang thesis, di ba? Parang may group project. Parang nagkapilian. Itong group na to, parang hindi siya kinuha or inalis siya dun sa group niya. So parang binitbit niya yun, kinimkim niya na yun. Now, it's good there's a certain emotion, but I really believe that if you will set goals, it's not something that will please other people. Because the problem is this, when you set a goal, and your goal is to impress and please people, and then achieve mo yung goal na yun, but then hindi pa rin sila na-impress at hindi pa rin sila natuwa, then there's no point. You work so hard to achieve that goal para mapasaya sila, and then at the end, hindi rin pala. You wasted so much energy. That is why it's important to start from you. Okay? Start from here. Inside out. Think inside the box. Because it's so much right now. You go to Facebook, di ba? Sabi nga nila, fake book. Facebook is a fake book because we share only those amazing stuff that happening in our lives. If you keep reading that, you start believing na yun talaga yung nangyari sa totoong buhay nila. Magkakaroon ka ng delusion. Then you're gonna look at yourself, oh my God, I haven't accomplished that. Look at them. You look at them, you look at yourself. You look at them, you look at yourself. You look at them, you look at yourself. It's not fair. It's not fair for you. Why? Yung nakikita mo kung sino mang Coach John Noranya na yan, or kaibigan mo, or kung sino man na nasa Facebook, you really don't know what's going on in their lives. You really don't know like what's going on behind their businesses. But you, ikaw, sarili mo, alam mo nangyayari. Sarili mo yun eh. So it's not fair. Kaya comparison in itself is not good. Comparison, if that inspires you, yeah. But comparison itself, it is likely na madidepress ka. Hindi mo ma-appreciate what you have accomplished. Hindi mo ma-appreciate where you are now from like 12 months ago. It's hard to be grateful if you're always comparing yourself with someone else. Be happy with other people, but pursue your own happiness. At magkakaiba po tayo nun. Very important distinction. Very, very important distinctions on what I just said. So I'll share with you guys one thing. This will lead to the book that I just read and our exercise for today. Back in 1901, Dale Carnegie. Kung hindi po ninyo alam, I suggest you just go and research and Google this man. He was the richest man in the world in 1901. So think about like the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffett, the Mark Zuckerberg during their time. Yumaman siya, I believe, sa steel, sa bakal. Right? Remember guys, back then, ang mga bahay, gawa lang po sa kahoy. But anyways, this man became the wealthiest man in the world. Before he died, he gave away most of his money. Kaya actually, nung namatay siya, wala na siyang pera. But he gave it away. Okay? Very, very important because there was this one Sunday service. There's a preacher that talked about Dale Carnegie, the wealthiest man, and then he died poor. And then parang sort of a binabash. They didn't really study the background that he became not poor, but he has no money because he gave it away. Ngayon, di ba, meron ng mga Dale Carnegie school and institution and all, right? Because at some point, once you have to make that much money, hindi ka naman nasasaya by having more. But anyway, so he gave it away. So again, he's the richest man in the world in 1901. And then he saw this young man, and his name is Napoleon Hill. This journalist in his 20s. At dahil nga siya po ang pinakamayaman sa mundo, he can reach out to other wealthiest people in his time. So kinausap niya ngayon si Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill, let us produce a book. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fund you. I'm gonna help you produce this book. And our job is to know what made people successful. Bakit ba naging successful yung mga ultra successful? And I'm talking about Henry Ford, Alexander Graham Bell, and all the most successful people back in the day. Like, who's this electricity guy? He reached to 500 of the most successful people in the world. Nasa libro yung name na yun. Nasa libro po yun. Yung mga 500 people. It's like unbelievable. Yung mga, I forgot, I never really got the chance. Yeah, Thomas Edison, that is right. One of those people na kinausap nito ni Napoleon Hill at in-interview niya itong mga successful people na to. In-interview niya, 500 of them. Charles Schwab, one of the wealthiest and most successful investors in the world as well. He interviewed this in Napoleon Hill because of Dale Carnegie funded his research. At dun po na-produce, after 25 years, ito pong librong Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. And this is a book that I've read. Naririnig ko na siya long time ago when I was in the Philippines. But the best thing that happened for me when I immigrated in Canada is back in the day, wala pa pong smartphone per se. I just downloaded an audiobook into an MP3 player because this product is actually in a public domain. Anong ibig sabihin ng public domain, Sir John? Wala na po itong copyright. That is why you can easily search, download this, get a copy online for free. That's legal. You can. That's how that you po tinatawag na public domain. Okay? It was published something in 1930s or 1937. I cannot remember the exact year. But pretty much 25 years after mag-usap ni Napoleon Hill at ni Dale Carnegie, they produced this book. And this is very, very powerful book, by the way, guys. I'm telling you right now, go get a copy, go get an audiobook, or get a book and read it over and over and over and over again. A lot of this book has sold 100 million copies, 100 million copies, translated in different languages. A lot of successful businesses and entrepreneurs credited their success with the help because of this book. It's an old juice. So before you even buy any course from any motivational speaker or whatnot, I just think that this alone will give you the juice you're looking for. Now, what I'm about to share with you guys is this. Yung binanggit sa libro na yon, yung Definite Chief Aim o yung DCA na tinatawag ko, ay pinanganalan ko na lang na acronym na DCA, Definite Chief Aim. Definite Chief Aim, sinabi niyo ron, it is a singleness of purpose. It is about finding a burning desire, a dream or a goal that propels you to action. Just thinking about it, it gets you excited. Just thinking about it gets you excited. What is your number one, the single goal that makes you excited? Yun po ang gagawin natin today, my friend, is we will just set one goal, just one. Okay? Because again, kanina tinanong ko, ang challenges na mostly, either wala silang goal or marami silang goals, or it's not specific enough, yung mga goals nila. And Definite Chief Aim. And one of the person, anyone here familiar with this? Yeah, hindi si Jackie Chan yan. Who is this guy? Bruce Lee. And si Bruce Lee, he got a chance. Bruce Lee is really known to be also a success-driven person. And he heard about this Definite Chief Aim back in Manny Pacquiao, back in the 1970s. He read about this Definite Chief Aim, and this is what he did. He wrote, this is the actual Definite Chief Aim ni Bruce Lee. This is actually his handwritten, and maaring hindi na ninyong babasa because of the way he wrote it. But this is Bruce Lee's Definite Chief Aim. And tonight, ganun din po ang gagawin natin is we will set a Definite Chief Aim. Okay? Ito po yung sinabi ni Bruce Lee's Definite Chief Aim. So, kanyang DCA. May Definite Chief Aim. Sabi niya, I, Bruce Lee, will be the first highest paid Oriental superstar in the United States. Now, let me pause here for a second, guys. Why this is very important yung first line na sinabi niya. Guys, back in the 1970s, mataas pa po ang discrimination sa mundo. So if you are Asian, Black, and then gusto mo maging successful sa Hollywood, it's extremely likely that it's not gonna happen. Kaya po si Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, yung lahi nila, they're really proud of them. Because think about it, there are only few people na hindi puti na ultra successful sa US or sabihin natin in North America. Kaya a lot of people love Oprah as well because she's Black. Back then, puti lang ang supreme. Make sense, guys? Asian ka, ibang lahi ka, iba kulay mo? No. It's very important itong binanggit dito ni Bruce Lee. In return, sabi niya, I will give the most exciting performances and rather the best quality and the capacity of an actor. So he didn't just state, okay, this is what I want to do, but also in return, anong ibibigay mong kapalit? So maybe some of you nag-set ka ng goal, but you didn't state, ano ipapalit mo, right? Remember, guys, that we're always trading value for money, value for something in return. We will not get something simply because pinagdasal mo lang or simply because sinet mo lang yung goal mo. Anong kapalit? Anong kapalit nun? Sabi niya rito, starting 1970, I will achieve the world fame, and from then onward till the end of 1980, I will have in my possession $10 million. I will live the way I please and achieve inner peace, inner harmony, and happiness. Then sinay niya, Bruce Lee, January 1969. And this is what I'd like you to do also today. Is we will, simple lamang po, is we will set our Definite Chief Aim. I created mine already in my notebook and I review it morning and evening. My Definite Chief Aim. And di pag-usapan pa natin ang details. But this could be your template. If you're just gonna go Google Bruce Lee's Definite Chief Aim, there are a lot of copies spread over the internet. And yun po yung pag-uusapan natin. Sabi ni Shoden, wala pa sa Hollywood. Grabe, nakakatayo balahibo yung sulat ni Bruce Lee. I know, right? But there's a reason, right? Why people became successful. Ito nga binabanggit ko sa inyo. That if you will study, think about the most successful people in the world, not just in business, in anything. Whether putting up a church, one of the biggest church in the world, big businesses, non-profit organization, whatever field, you will notice one thing. They have this extreme focus on what they would like to accomplish. At madalas, yung mga goals nila, it's like if they've never done before. People laugh at them. Well, that is why they are average, right? And I believe that if you're an IBMC family, if you become this part of our Chillionario community, you are not an average. Okay, when you hear someone, an average person make this much more average, no, those are the average. I am not part of average. That is not arrogance. Tawag dun confidence. Magkaiba po yung arrogance sa confidence. Now, when you write a definite chief aim, katulad po ni Bruce Lee, I want you to, 3 parts. Number 1, state when you expect to attain it. When? Give a specific date. If you can set month, day, year, write it down. Part number 2, state what you want. Ano ba talaga yung gusto mo? Uulitin ko po, no one will tell you what you want in life. Ano ba talaga gusto mo? And state how it's going to happen. Now, we will be more specific in here. For the most part, ang tao, when they say the definite chief aim, normally pera. Whether paying off their debts, o gusto ko magkaroon ako ng 5 million, 100 million, 50 million pesos sa my bank account. And then of course, in exchange, anong ipagpapalit mo ron? Anong kapalit nun for you to get those money? Okay? And then I'd like you to print it and review it when you wake up, before you go to bed, or at night. After dinner, or normally after dinner. Right? You print it and review it day and night. I'm gonna give you guys an example. Now, before I said give you guys examples, here's what I would like to tell you. When we set a goal, there are many things in life that we don't know. We just don't know how exactly you're gonna accomplish it. May idea ka, this is what you're gonna do, and this and that. But there are many steps that you don't know what to take. But you just know this is what you're gonna do, this is what you're gonna give. You don't know exactly the details. But once you set something like this, the details will show up. Ulitin ko po, the details will show up. So if you just set something, make a plan, though you don't know the exact, like to the T, do not worry about it. The details will show up. The details will show up. You just have to trust that what you have said will happen, because very important, faith is a substance of things you hope for and things that are unseen. Most powerful, probably one of the most powerful verse in the Bible. Faith is a substance of things you hope for. Things unseen, hindi mo nakikita eh. Pag nakikita mo na, hindi na faith yun eh. So, this is a template na, should I say, coming from the book din ni Napoleon Hill, yung Think and Grow Rich. Sabi niya rin, by the first day of blank, so date and time, I will have in my possession the blank monetary amount measurable results, okay, which will come to me in various amounts from time to time during the interim. In return for this money, I will give the most efficient service which I am capable of rendering the fullest possible quantity. So you can revise this first kung ano exactly ibibigay mo. You don't have to use the exact phrase. You must use this as a template. Ano exactly ang ibibigay mo? Is it a webinar? Is it an ebook? Or are you gonna put up a seminar? Or you're gonna give a consulting services? Ano exactly ibibigay mo kapalit ng gusto mong ma-accomplish? Okay, again guys, this has to be specific. So this is not your, meron pa kasing tinatawag si Napoleon Hill dun sa libro niya, yung definiteness of purpose. Our purpose is, I would say, the overarching thing. This one is just, it could be you just want to pay off your debt. Say marami kayong utang ngayon. You know what? Ang goal ko for the next 12 months is just gonna pay this off. That's all for now. Or you have meron small business ka. Let's just say ang revenue mo, sabihin na natin 1 million a year. You know what? I'm gonna reach 10 million a year. I'm gonna set this time, this amount, and this is what I'm gonna give in return. And sabi niya rito, I believe that I have this money in my possession. My faith is so strong that I can now see the money before my eyes. You have to feel it. You have seeing it. I can touch it with my hands. It's now awaiting transfer to me at my time. And in the proportion that I deliver service, I intend to render in return for it. I am awaiting a plan by which to accumulate this money, and I will follow that plan when it is received. So, first part is when. Number 2 is how much. And then number 3, what are you gonna give in return? You may also use, if you want, this one. It's my shortened version, the Bruce Lee's definite chief aim. What is your definite chief aim, my friend? This is just this one goal. Now, by the end of this year, na ma-accomplish mo to, I know we have a lot of goals, whether health, relationships, spirituality, finances. We have like this parang circle of life na tinatawag niya. I think it was Jim Rohn who came up with that. Right? Ang buhay kasi natin, hindi naman pera lang, hindi naman negosyo lang. Right? But what is this one goal na ma-accomplish mo this year? Yung iba kahit na hindi mo pa ma-accomplish. But just this one goal that will really excite you, and then pag na-accomplish mo, you'll be like the happiest person in the world. What would that be? Is this buying a house for your parents? I remember, I'm embarrassed to show you guys in here, but makikita nyo rito, is one of the things that happened to me. Right? I set a goal. On this side, mapapansin nyo dyan, I wrote this goal. And then, I don't think my timeline, I don't know if you guys can see it, but one of my goals back then is to buy a house for my parents sa Los Angeles, California. And I think it was like 6 years ago. Nabili ko po ng bahay ang parents ko sa LA. I believe, my friend, this is, if you will think about your past, if you will think about what happened to you in your life, if you really be honest, there are things that you have set, maybe not as detailed and specific like this one. You have set something na ngayon na-accomplish mo na. Can anyone here type some? Maybe ang pangarap mo lang dati makatapos ng pag-aaral. Maybe ang pangarap mo magkaroon ng asawa and ganitong anak. And boom. Yung iba nangarap mag-abroad. There are many things in our life, if you be honest, that you have set in your mind na nangyari na. But the difference is, noon sabihin na natin, loose lang yung goals mo eh. Parang, ito gusto ko sana, kung mangyayari. Yun ang problema. It doesn't excite you. But if you set a definite chief aim like this one, this is just like when you wake up, ito babasahin mo. Before you go to bed, ito rin ang babasahin mo. Post it here like what you're seeing on here, my screen, makikita nyo dito. Right? And you guys have seen this. You've been to IBMC. May mga photos pa ako ng mga bahay na gusto ko. What I would like to accomplish. May parang mga sort of mga affirmations ko and all. Things that I'm grateful for. It gives you more of sense of direction. It gives you more sense of direction. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, ano yung title natin? How to achieve your most exciting goals. So the first thing is before we even achieve it, we should know first what is our most exciting goal. Can anyone type here, ano bang most exciting goal mo kung meron ka na naisip ngayon by now? Ano yung most exciting goal mo na gusto mo maka-accomplish? Again, sometimes, for some people, alam na nila eh. Almost immediately. For some naman, it requires some reflection. And that is why journaling is also very, very important because this will really give you what really excites you. So not only I read it, from time to time, I rewrite my definite chief aim. Nasa na yun? In here, I rewrite my definite chief aim. Hindi ko na papakita sa inyo. It's too private. Okay? That's it. Now, let me ask you here, my friend. Do you think that if you're gonna do this, you will set just one goal? I know you want to accomplish a lot of things. Maybe bring your kids there. Maybe help your parents because of this and that. But if you will set just one goal and every day, yung focus mo lang is to achieve that goal, do you think it will dramatically increase the chance that's gonna happen or you're gonna achieve it compared sa situation mo ngayon na either you have no goal or you have so many goals or your goals doesn't excite you? Do you think, ulitin ko po, just type yes or no, do you think the probability of you achieving your goal has a higher chance of probability achieving your goal if you just focus on one goal? Do you think so? Yes. Just one thing, okay? Remember, the problem with some people is we have so many goals. Number two, we set goals. Ano yung mga kaninang problema? We set goals to impress other people. We set goals that doesn't excite us. We just want money. For what? Why do you want that much money? There has to be an emotion. And I hope, my friend, that by the end of this webinar, get a notebook, get a piece, write in your computer, this is the definite chief aim. But I suggest you post it somewhere like what I showed you guys earlier, like this one. Have something that you can read it over and over and over again. Because you only have one goal to achieve. And this goal is pag nangyari, you'll be the happiest. And then once you accomplish one goal, it builds up It gives you confidence. Oh, wow, na-accomplish ko. Tama nga si Sir John. Now I'm gonna set a bigger goal. Now I'm gonna do this goal. It builds you up, right? Because for many times, nasaktan na tayo eh. Nasaktan na tayo in a sense na the reason, Sir John, na hindi na ako naniniwala sa mga goal setting na yan, na positive thinking na yan, ang dami ko nang narinig niya, Sir John. Trust me, I'm one of those people. And one of my strengths is research. I'm such a researcher. I can find crazy stuff over the internet. That's why this is one of my strengths. I've heard a lot of successful, motivational speaker and all those things. And then maalala mo yung mga sinet mo, hindi mo na-accomplish. Nasaktan ka na, nasugatan, puro ka na peklat. Ngayon magsiset ka na naman ng goal. And then nasa isip mo, oh, shush, ilang beses mo nang ginawa yan, ano nangyari? Right? But this will be different because you have one definite chief aim, you have a specific date, you have a specific time frame. You're gonna tell specifically kung ano yung ibibigay mo in exchange and the amount of money that you're gonna make. If you do this today, my friend, huwag mo na ipagpabukas. Magmo-Mobile Legend ka pa eh. Get a notebook, go to the closest big bookstore, write it down your definite chief aim. That is your definite chief aim. Remember, my friend, most people are just living an average life. And one of the reasons is because they don't have any sense of directions at all. Okay, so I hope marami po kayong natutunan. Marami bang natutunan today? Type yes. But I just hope that you guys have learned a lot in this training, and I cannot wait for you guys to someday, 6 months from now, a year from now, you're gonna share to me, Sir John, maraming salamat, I accomplished my definite chief aim. Sige, type in your question. Go ahead, guys. Si Glenn, yung definite chief aim, Sir John, hindi na naman yun ang lifetime goal mo. Di ba? No. Ang lifetime goal kasi natin parang more of a definiteness of purpose yun eh. That's, I would say, I will make it a parang may purpose, my aim. Yung purpose is yung overarching, right? For example, for me, my overarching, my definite purpose is to be the number one and to be the business coach and mentor in the Philippines. That is my ultimate goal. And yun yung masasabi mong yung lifetime goal mo, right? But definite chief of purpose ko, for example, this year lang for the sake of this training. For example, I would say, you know what? In the next 12 months, I want to make $6 million. Make sense ba, Glenn? This is my goal for the next 12 months. I will have my business to generate $6 million. But my long-term, my lifetime goal is to be this person. So magkaiba yung definite chief aim versus dun sa lifetime goal natin. Why is this one thing that will excite you? Kasi another thing with lifetime goal is, minsan may mga goal tayo nag-i-evolve eh. Have you guys noticed that? Na minsan may mga gusto ka, but as you grow older and you start to learn things and appreciate things, you start to, hindi pala yun ang gusto ko. So, it could change. Eh? Kaya yung lifetime goal, sometimes it's too far out there. Kaya mahirap na yung mga goal setting ngayon na 25-year goal mo or even 15 years because there are so many variables along the way that could change. And I have this mentor, and sabi niya, pag nagsiset siya ng goal, up to 7 years lang eh. Because anything could change, right? Long time ago, there's the biggest search engine in the world is Yahoo. But guess what? Now, Google. 10, 15 years ago, ano bang biggest social media website out there? Friendster? Ano pa yung isa? But now, Facebook, right? So many, especially in our industry. Tanong ni JC David, Coach, on your goals ba, do you break it down long-term and then below it may mga short-term goals? Yes, that is right, JC. You have could be a 6-month goal. Actually, it could be a goal ka meron kang 1-month goal. Ang goal mo lang, for example, sa akin, halimbawa lang, is to finish yung certified partner program. I'm producing videos, right? That could be my goal, right? So, for example, this week, ang short-term goal ko is matapos, say, videos, 3, 4 modules, 4 videos for a certain module. That could be short-term. Then we got 1 month, then 6 months, we got 1 year. Now, when you setting goals, there are the chances that you won't be able to reach it. That's okay. The purpose of planning is not the plan. The purpose of planning is you are planning. Ulitin ko po, the goal, the purpose of plan is not the plan, but you are planning. Sabi nga ni Mike Tyson, probably one of the best heavyweight boxer in the world. Sabi ni Mike Tyson, you can plan all you want, Diba? Diba they plan yung strategy nila in boxing. Sabi niya, you can plan all you want. Pero once you get a punch in the face, things will change. Ibig sabihin, you can magplano kung gusto mo, pero pag nasapak ka sa mukha, mag-iiba istorya niya. And if you study also mga military, mga tactics and all, yung plan nila, it's good to have a plan, but they do not expect that that is exactly what will happen. Great if it will, if it is, but there are so many unforeseen things, but it is better than having no plan at all. Because if you are planning and then something came up, wala sa plano mo, you just revise your plan. Make sense? So you're still planning. Tanong ni Remy, my goals may change also as I grow older, so will my DCA. Yeah, pero indefinite chief aim natin, normally this is a shorter term. But yeah, you are right, Remy, it possibly may change. Pero normally, pagka definite chief aim natin, it's much a shorter time frame. Something that you really can accomplish, right? But you may use a long-term one if you wanted to, katulad ni Bruce Lee, sabi niya, you know, pero nasa showbiz kasi si Bruce Lee noon eh. Hindi niya naman sinet yung definite chief aim niya ng bata pa siya eh. Right? Nasa showbiz na actually nasa I believe nasa United States na si Bruce Lee noon. Pero back then, Bruce Lee is really unknown. Ulitin ko po, back then, pag Asian ka, lalabas ka sa Hollywood, it's not like susuportahan ka, right? Even up to now eh, kaya nga sinabi nila bakit nirelease yung Crazy Rich Asians eh. Because normally sa mga movies, pag Asian, di ba, ano yan, mga assistant na, mga ganyan-ganyan, they laugh at, then and they came up with Crazy Rich Asians, boom, things have changed, right? So, ibig sabihin, meron pa rin mga discrimination and all that happening. Okay, JC, follow-up po. So, kahit sinet, for example, set ko website ko in 3 months, pero inabot po ng 6 months to launch, means mag-move din yung timeline ng bagong goals ko. Yeah, but definitely, you wanna push. You don't wanna like, hit the 6 months goal. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-set ka ng 3 months, then do your very best to do it in 3 months. And I think a website, 6 months is like way too long. 3 months is a realistic expectation for setting up a website. Sabi ni Lawrence, Coach, I've read yung 90-day goal is feasible daw. Yeah, kasi much shorter. Much shorter. And also, guys, here's another thing. As you keep doing this, you will get better and better. So do not overthink about it for now. Right? Just set a time frame, yung goal mo, ano exactly ma-accomplish mo, ano yung gusto, bibigay mo in return, okay? Set it for now and then you'll get better and better. Another thing kasi with regards to, medyo para mapupunta tayo sa rabbit hole is with regards to project management is sometimes we set a certain task and sabi natin matatapos natin to, but you've never done it before, so medyo nagmali yung time frame mo. That's okay. You get better and better. Soon, mag-set ka ng certain similar task, you know exactly how long will it take. But for now, again, having a goal is better have no goal at all. Having a definite chief aim is so much better than having a multiple goals. Okay, share ko lang sa inyo guys. This was like 2013. Ito yung binanggit ko sa inyo kanina. I've set a goal. Because my parents, when they moved to United States, matanda na po sila and really, they just can get the kind of job that they can get yung mga low income po. Dahil may edad na sila at both parents po walang pinag-aralan. I mean, walang tinapos sa college. They graduated high school, but that's all. So when I moved there, when I first visited them sa LA, I think it was like 2000, I can't remember. I think it was like 2011 or so. And then nakita ko po yung tinutuluyan nila. Hindi ako masaya. Because parang ang expectation mo, di ba, pag United States, pag nasa Amerika ka, yung bahay, ganito, ganyan. So, hindi po ganun yung nakita ko. So, we've set a goal. And one of which is makabili po ng bahay para sa parents namin. And this was in September 2013. Makikita niyo dyan yung date. Yung parang housewarming. And it happened. So, the reason I'm showing you guys this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that what I've been sharing with you guys is not like wishy-washy kind of advice. I do not, in the first place, I do not give advice that I do not do. I walk the talk. And I believe that we all have this kind of mission and vision in our lives and in our hearts. Kaya lang minsan hindi natin kinakapture, minsan nagiging busy tayo, na-overwhelm tayo ng day-to-day lives, nalilimutan natin. But I really believe that if you set something, especially your definite chief aim, it doesn't have to be as big as mine, right? But having one that will really excite you na pag na-accomplish mo, you'll be really happy. What is it, my friend? What is it? And again, ikaw lang makakapagsabi nun. Do not let the media tell you what to do. Do not let me or anyone, people that you love, admire, respect, people in authority, do not let anyone tell you what you want to accomplish in life. Ikaw lamang po makakapagsabi nun. Kasi ang tao minsan ganoon eh. They have their own reality. They want to imply their own reality to you. They want yung belief nila to be your beliefs. That's the thing. And it doesn't end in there. And I believe na nakita niyo sa Facebook group when my dad, sabi niya sa akin, and again, you know, I love my parents. That's like most of you, I believe. And nasa Facebook group yun. My dad, he's always been dreaming to have this Mercedes-Benz. And I can't remember when was it, pero I think it was like 2 years after bumili ng bahay, binilan ko din po ng cash ang parents ko ng Mercedes-Benz na puti. A white Mercedes-Benz, yung gustong Mercedes-Benz ang daddy ko. So, the funny thing is, I don't have a Mercedes-Benz. I only have this one total used Sienna. But yun nga po sinasabi ko, what makes you happy, right? For me, what makes me happy is to make my parents happy. That's one of my ultimate goals. You know, life is short. I don't know how many lives and how many years pang bibigay ng Panginoon sa mga magulang ko, but this one makes me happy. So I don't care if I use it. Reliable naman yung Toyota Sienna ko. Na van. Laging kasa naman yan. Right? Reliable yan kahit anong lamig yung weather namin. Tsaka masarap ang Sienna, excuse me. Masarap. Nakapag-anywhere here yung Toyota Sienna, sarap niyan. Super powerful engine nun, tsaka malambot naman ng manibela niya. Sabay parang gymnastify yung Sienna niya, you know? Okay, there you go. Gawin na lang nating template kay Bruce Lee, di ba? Sabihin, saan mo nakuha yan? Definite Chief M. Wala, kay Bruce Lee lang. Kanino man natutunan? Wala, kay Bruce Lee lang. Di ba? Parang astig lang, di ba? So, anyway, guys, maraming salamat. I'm really excited for you guys to share your Definite Chief Aim. And if you are part of course, if you are part of our IBMC Facebook group, maybe you can share your insight and your biggest aha moment in this training and your biggest takeaway in this training. And then mag-usap po tayo ron. And then muli po, maraming salamat. I really appreciate your time, guys. Remember, I always value your time. And thank you for joining me. Okay? See you guys sa Facebook group. State when you expect, the date and time frame, what you want, and state how it's going to happen. Pag sinabing state how it's going to happen, what exactly you're gonna do in exchange for this one. So that's it for today. Muli po, maraming salamat. Mama Chup Chup. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.